Don't you miss those days when you were in school and the first thing you had to do was say the Pledge of Allegiance? I do miss those days. Miss them a lot. Look at this out here. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the sky. Look at the trees. Look how green they are. It is beautiful, isn't it? And we have one person to thank for that. And that is God Himself. Thank you, Father, for this day. Because it wasn't promised. It was given. With that being said, today's video is based on positivity and encouragement. And it's about you. And it all starts now. First and foremost, I wanted to say to an individual that, well, let me put it in a different sense. My son Cody went to Walmart with his mom and wanted to buy something. And he got pickpocketed. And when the doorman found the wallet and gave it to my son, all Cody's money was gone. It hurt Cody. Like anybody else, it would hurt you too. But it hurt us. But we couldn't get upset. Because we figured the person that took it must have really needed it. So we prayed for that person. Doesn't help Cody none, but I told him just have to let it go for right now and forgive the person that did it, son. Cody is, like I said, has special needs also, and he doesn't really quite understand, but I'm hoping in time he will. And to the person that took his money, God bless you, I hope you really needed it. But karma is something else. Today we're going to elaborate on a few things. And I want to just try to cover all the bases. You know, from religion to why I do spirit box sessions. And then hopefully you'll get a better understanding of me. And I hope it keeps you still as our subscribers. Because it's because of you that we do what we do. But you'll get a better understanding of us. And hopefully I can get a better understanding of you. God's willing. This is one of the things I love to do. From time to time, that is. Just go for a walk and think. Have you ever had an argument with someone and they say, you know what, I'm going to go outside and just go for a walk. And then you come back and you feel a little bit refreshed? Has that ever happened to you? You know, that saying does hold some truth to it. Whenever you feel that negative energy going into your body, just go out and go for a walk. And don't think about what put you in the situation. But instead, think of the positivity that can come out of it. Going for a walk can be probably one of the best things you can do to keep your mind occupied and not dwell on what put you in that situation. This is that park that I came to once and did a spirit box session. Not exactly here, but more right over there at the gazebo. You can find that story on one of my older videos here called The Dead Walk Among Us, and see the story that's behind this park and the tragic incident that happened here. This is our public pool here in the city of Kirby. They take a really, shall I say, they do a really good job in keeping it clean, and even keeping the city clean as well. Shout out to the Honorable Mayor, Lisa Pierce. Job well done. One of the things I wanted to elaborate on, and hopefully this will be the last time I elaborate on this, is why I don't go to church. Now, remind you, this is just my own opinion, so you can take it for a grain of salt, just my own. But church is a wonderful thing. It's great. You know, if you're trying to get to know Jesus Christ and the Lord Himself, and you're trying to walk in His ways and follow His footsteps. And it's a great learning tool, especially learning the Bible, because the Bible itself has a lot of history. Even at the end of Revelations, it said, if it was to cover everything that Jesus done, the world wouldn't be able to hold the books. So it's a great learning tool, but I felt that once you got baptized and you feel that you know Jesus Christ, and He's in your heart, and you believe that He died for you, and that you know that you're saved, you don't need to go to church. You don't need to stay in the church. Church is done. It's done its part. And now it's time for you, yourself, such as I and my family, to carry on. And just keep God in your heart and in your mind. And you're already saved. That's my opinion. You know, and I know probably people are going to chastise me for it and this, that, and the other, but, you know, I don't fault anybody for what they believe in. So I should not be faulted either. But it's great. It's a great learning tool. I will always say that. But you don't have to live in the church. Another reason why I don't go to church is because when I was growing up, I used to live in the city called Akron, Ohio, the home of LeBron James, yes. Shout out to LeBron. And there's a church there called the Greater Akron Bethel Baptist Church. And back then the pastor was William K. Hawkins, who was I loved him. He was great. I wanted to follow in his footsteps. Anyways, I wanted to be a pastor. And I tried to dedicate myself to the church as much as I could. But like life itself, it took a different course for me, and I backslid. But I never stopped believing in God. Never. Not once. And so I stopped going to church. But then every now and then I make an appearance at church. You know, and go see my grandma, the late Irene Bennett, who was dedicated. She was the preacher of the church. And she told me I was going to be that one day. My exact words with her was, I doubt it. And she asked me, why did I doubt it? And I told her, because I can't live in a church. And watching all these people come dressed up. At that church, on the outside of it, there's this wording that's across it that says, come as you are. So if you got on blue jeans and a t-shirt, you can come on in. So what was the deal with everybody dressing up like they're going to be on a catwalk? I didn't go there for a fashion show. I went there to learn about God. Anyways, it kind of swayed me away from it. And then I went to other churches around this US of A. And even in the Bible it says beware of false prophets. So, I'm not saying that all pastors are bad pastors, but they do have a history on certain ones. I try to be a leader by example, and I want my kids to try to follow in my footsteps. And I don't want to be a bad leader. So that's why I told my daughter, you know, whatever you want to do, I'm down for it. If you go to church, you go to church. If you don't, you don't. I still love you. And God does too, because He's a loving God. As long as you have Him in your heart and you know that He died for you, you can still make it to the kingdom of heaven. You can have church in your house. You can have church in your closet and pray to God. But you don't need a church to do that. But like I said, this is my opinion. You don't have to take it for a grain of salt. But everybody has their own. But I ain't dressing up for nobody unless it's a business meeting or a funeral. It is what it is. The reason why I do spirit box sessions is basically because this is my way of communicating with them. And I don't have that sixth sense. I don't see dead people. But I like to hear them. You gotta remember, they were people at one time. I'm trying to give them a voice. And a lot of people have the spirit box wrong, and they will say, well, you know, that spirit box, all it is a portal, and all it's going to do is bring ghosts and this, that, and other, blase skippy. No, it doesn't. I've been ghost hunting for now 16 years, and we have not really had unwelcome guests in our house. And the guests that are in our house, we know who they are. You're not opening a portal with a spirit box. What you are doing is giving them a voice. Some ghosts need to be heard. Some families don't even have closure. When we went to Sutherland Springs, we had no idea that that would be the final resting spot of the 26 members of the shooting. We didn't know until we kept, well, no, I can't say we, but my wife kept getting mixed messages about someone being murdered and shot, and kept getting the word shot, murdered, that she had to get on Google. When we got in the car, she Googled it and said, oh my God. I was like, what's wrong? She was like, these are the people that died in the mass shooting. And all 26 members were basically laid to rest there. We kept getting names of the people that passed away. We had no idea that we were going to go there. But we felt we were drawn there because they needed closure. We actually got a chance, I got a chance to talk to two of the family members of the incident, and they thanked me for the video because they had closure on two family members that were laid to rest there. Just by hearing their name and seeing their name on the video. I knew nothing of these individuals. And so they thanked me for that. And my heart still goes out to those family members and to the victims that happened to in Sutherland Springs. Now, if you want to watch that video, it's still there. Go by, check it out. And it was based on the mass shooting that happened here in Texas. We had no idea that we would go there. But we just felt drawn to that cemetery because I actually went there by accident because I took a wrong direction and made a wrong turn and ended up there. And as one lady put it, that wrong direction was on purpose. I was guided there. But I do spirit boxes out of respect. I don't provoke. None of that crazy stuff. And I might have a little fun on the videos, this, that, and the other, but it's out of fun. But I've been doing spirit box sessions for years. And I'm going to keep doing it. That's how I was able to talk to my wife, who passed away in 1984. That's how I was able to talk to two of my nephews who also passed away. My nephew Lamar and my nephew Dante. I was also able to talk to my grandma Alice, my aunt Pat, my grandma Irene, and my own father through the spirit box. Not to mention my Uncle Junebug, my Uncle Norman, and Aunt Maddie, and a few other relatives of mine. It's all through the spirit box. But it's not opening a portal. You're not opening no portal. You're just giving them a voice. And that's what I'm doing. And a lot of families need closure. And I try to bring them that. And that's all I do. So that is the reason why I do a spirit box session. And I hope those answered your questions. I really do, because I love doing it. And I love doing it for you. You know, it brings me joy. It brings the families closure. And I'm just going to keep at it. Sorry, now I'm inside my car because it done reached 91 degrees outside. Remember that movie called Raisin in the Sun? If I stay out there long enough, that'll be my new title. Yeah. But now I want to talk about something more. I had someone ask me, why is it that I love so many people and you don't even know them? Good question. I guess the answer is because that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to love everyone. It's no matter if you're black, white, Chinese, Asian, Hispanic, straight or gay, LGBTQ, doesn't matter. Love you regardless. We love you for just being you. You don't have to be nobody else but yourself. And we love you for it. We appreciate you for it. But, like I said before, you also have to what? That's right. Love yourself. You got to love yourself. Before you can love anything or anybody, it all starts with you. Loving yourself. Knowing yourself. If you're sitting at home and you're depressed or you feel alone, don't be depressed. And you're not alone. Because at the moment I'm here with you. But even after this is over, God is with you too. Now I know there's some out there that don't believe in God. It's all good. I still love you. Because you're you. And I respect you. As long as you respect me too. And that's how this world should be. If we can pass this along and pay it forward, this world would be such a better place. Don't you agree? Just passing that love on. That's all we need to do is help each other, love each other, and grow together. So what that person's hair is different, or that person's dress is different, or so what that person's lesbian or gay. So what? You still love them. Because we were not put here to judge anybody. If anything, you need to judge yourself first. What kind of person are you to judge them for the choices they make in their life? You ain't no better than them. Hashtag hypocrite. Just saying. But we just need to pass that love along. From your neighbor to your best friend, to the guy down the street, to the mailman. Back in the day, we'd probably say, to the milkman. And keep paying it forward. Because you'll be surprised what you get back in return. Just love everyone. But it all starts with you. So you can't love anybody until you love yourself. I love me and I love you. See, we'll put it in this perspective. There's God. If you believe in God, there's God, family, then everything after that. If you don't believe in God, it's family, yourself, then everything after that. Or we can twist it around and say yourself, family, then everything after that. Because it starts with you. Don't you agree? But you also got to understand that in order to love not just yourself and these people around you, but love life. Enjoy it while you have it. Enjoy this day. Some of you out there I know, when you woke up in the morning, to you was just another day. You gotta remember something. If you wake up the next day and you see that new day, thank God for it. Because it wasn't promised to you. It was given. And hope to God that you see tomorrow. But never worry about tomorrow. Let's not even worry about tomorrow, because you haven't even finished with today yet. And make the best of your day. Go out and help a friend. Hug your family. Hug your parents. Say, I love you. Make new friends. It all starts with you. But thank God for the day. I thank Him every day for seeing my wife and my kids and go out and see the sunshine. Because I might not see tomorrow. This could be the last video I ever do. You never know. So thank God for today. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. Now, if you haven't subscribed to me, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. And also hit that little notification bell to let you know that I have future videos coming. Now, I also want to apologize to you also because I haven't been on Twitter much. It's because I was working part-time at a job and I was able to do a couple videos a week. But now I'm full-time and my schedule fluctuates. In other words, I work on a flex schedule. And so it's hard for me to get on anyone's channel. And when I try to get a chance, I do. So I hope you forgive me. I just started full time and I'm trying to make the best of it. My kids have to eat. God's willing. I'll do anything I have to for my kids. I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much for watching. And I'm hoping that you subscribe to us. I really do appreciate it. It doesn't take much. Just hitting that little button, that red button. Now, when I start live streaming, I'm going to start talking more about positivity on a live stream and get you involved. Yes, you. And we'll talk about anything you want to talk about, long as it's on the positive. So we can get rid of the negative. So I want to thank you all for watching. And just remember, today will soon be history. Tomorrow is still a mystery. So we have to make good of the present. Until next time, stay blessed.